What is up everyone, it's Mark from Silence Tech. I hope you're all keeping well. Today we're going to be checking out a product just released by Corsair. This is their new K65 RGB Mini, a 60% mechanical gaming keyboard featuring a whopping 8K polling rate. Let's check it out. Okay everyone, I must say 60% keyboards are the best to game with, in my opinion, if you use a low DPI. You have more room to maneuver your mouse and reduce the risk of hitting the keyboard. That is the only reason why they've become so popular with gamers over the last few years or more. Corsair are definitely coming in late to the party, but the K65 Mini has enough to offer to stand out from the crowd. Taking a first look at the keyboard, it has a very stealthy design with no Corsair branding on it at all, unless you decide to add the included keycap found in the box like me. The mainframe is made from a matte plastic that doesn't exactly scream premium, although people might like its minimal look. At launch it has an MSRP of $109.99 US excluding tax and $109.99 UK pounds, and I feel that's very competitively priced. Underneath the keycaps, Corsair have used a white plate like on their older discontinued strafe keyboard, and the RGB really pops because of it. Underneath the spacebar they've added an extra 2 RGB LEDs to give the spacebar an even spread of light, and you can even change the LEDs separately using Corsair's iQ software. On the back, I'm pleased to announce there's a USB Type-C port. This is a massive improvement over their previous keyboards like the K70, which had a non-detachable cable. Having the ability to replace the cable means the product will last longer and it will be easier to transport around. Hopefully Corsair will release all of their keyboards with a detachable cable going forward. Right now there are several switch options available: Cherry MX Speed, Silent and Reds. All of them support Axon hyperprocessing technology, which transmits key presses 8 times faster than any keyboard with a 1K polling rate. Each key press only takes 0.25 milliseconds compared to 1 millisecond, and this option is selectable in iQ and makes the K65 RGB Mini the fastest gaming keyboard on the market. In reality, you won't notice any difference as your own reaction speeds will be the main factor when playing competitive shooters. Regardless, this is a good increase in input delay and it might give you an ever so slight advantage, I guess. No doubt esport pros will be licking their lips at the idea. Plus, with displays coming out with insane refresh rates, in time we will need faster keyboards and mice to keep up. Onto the typing test, Corsair have sent out my copy with Cherry MX Reds. This classic linear switch has 2mm of pre-travel and travels a total of 4mm. I have found Corsair have implemented each switch extremely well. My copy has no pinging or nasty noises at all. It's a bit hard to compare switches on different boards unless they're all completely new, but here's a quick listen. So far I'm extremely impressed with this keyboard, especially since I now have my custom white pudding keycaps installed. I'm pretty sure this is going to permanently replace my Ducky 1.2 Mini. It seems every bit as good, just with the 8K polling rate on top. Not forgetting it has all of the RGB effects I've grown to love from Corsair and the ability to sync it up with all of my Corsair components using iQ. From what I can tell, you need iQ installed and running to get the 8K polling rate, but apart from that, most functions can be controlled by the keyboard without even iQ installed. The LED effects can be changed on the keyboard itself by pressing FN and C, and you can change the duration by pressing FN and V, and the speed will also change if you press FN and B. Pressing FN and WASD will allow you to control your mouse cursor, and I don't know why the cursor movement is so much smoother on my K65 Mini compared to my Ducky. Moving on to IQ, the whole software has had yet another overhaul. Selecting key assignments will allow you to rebind any switch on the keyboard to different keystrokes, mouse functions, media controls, macros and so on. The hardware tab in the list allows you to save any changes to the keyboard's built-in memory. Lighting effects are endless. You can choose to keep a standard preset or make your own. There are several effects that you can sync to every other Corsair product you may have. The performance tab allows you to lock certain keys, and lastly, Corsair have finally added the settings section in the correct place. And this is where you can check for updates, change the polling rate, brightness, layout and see your currently saved onboard profiles. Rounding off this review, I really like the K65 RGB Mini. Apart from the plastic frame, I love what Corsair have done here. Maybe they could have included a wrist rest and some more keycaps, but it's competitively priced against the Razer Huntsman Mini and the Ducky 1.2 Mini. Mind you, the Ducky is always so hard to get hold of since it's never in stock. I can highly recommend the Corsair K65 RGB Mini. I bet it will sell like there's no tomorrow. I really hope you've enjoyed this review. My name's Mark from Silence Tech, and I shall see you all very soon, guys. Goodbye.